Happy Finance Friday, guys. Hope you all had a happy Thanksgiving. You're here with Finance CJ, and today we're going to talk about the clearest and straightest path to becoming a millionaire. The way is through a Roth IRA, a little different than a traditional IRA, which is an individual retirement account. This money grows tax-free because you're putting in your after-tax dollars from your paycheck. You can put into the account up to $6,000 a year, and you can withdraw that money at any time as long as it has not grown past your initial contribution up until 59 and a half. So now we're going to talk about the best advice I can give you is start often and early. We're going to go through some numbers here of investing between the ages of 20 versus 25. If you invested every year from the age of 20 to 65, you would invest a total of $270,000. And at 25, you would invest $240,000. At the age of 65, this would get you about $1.7 million for the age of 20 and $1.2 million for the age of 25, assuming a 7% return on investment each year. Using the 4% rule off these investments, you could make up to $68,000 a year from the age of 20 to $48,000 a year at the age of 25. After the age of 65. This uses the 4% rule, which assumes that you will be gaining more than you're withdrawing and you will never run out of money. Now, there are different ways to start your Roth IRA. You can start through a bank or through a brokerage, and then within the Roth IRA, you can choose to pick single pick stocks or you can invest in ETFs. Today, we're going to talk about some ETFs that I like to invest in, but I want to remind you all that this is not financial advice. I am not a financial professional, and I want you all to do your own research. This is just my personal opinion and some of the stocks and ETFs that I invest in. Now, we're going to talk about some growth ETFs. The first one is VGT, or Vanguard's Tech ETF. This is one that is probably the highest growth margins you're going to find in an ETF because technology is not going anywhere. Just to rattle off a couple more, you have VOO, VT, and VTI. This is all Vanguard. It tracks the entire stock market, the entire international market, and the entire US market. And now for dividend growth, I like to look at some ETFs known as SCHD, SPHD, VIG, and VYM. The VIG and VYM are both made by Vanguard. They are dividend appreciation in VIG and high yield dividend in VYM. SCHD is a Schwab dividend ETF, and SPHD is a low volatility ETF, which is going to be more stable and more secure for your ETF investing. Now let's talk about how you can get this done. Remember, you need to get to the $6,000 a year mark to max out your IRA. Remember, any investing is better than no investing, but just for some numbers for you, to get to $6,000 a year, you would need to invest $500 a month, or $115 a week, or $16 a day. All these break down to investing $6,000 into your Roth IRA. Now, I don't know each of your situations, but my situation is I get paid weekly, so I'm able to put the $115 in every week. If you get paid bi-weekly or monthly or even contract work, you would have to find when would be your best time to invest into your IRA. As long as you make a plan and stay consistent, you're going to find your way to that $6,000 mark. One thing I would recommend is making a budget so that you are getting these numbers and you are able to factor in what you're putting away each month or each week into your IRA while not taking away from your personal expenses. Finally, I want to say set your goals and find where you want to be in 10, 20, 30 years, because if you don't start today, you're not going to reach that goal in 10, 20, 30 years. It's going to be too difficult to get to that $1 million mark. Remember, like, subscribe, comment below. You can find me at Finance CJ on Twitter. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope to hear you.